We're here today to show the assembly process for the SKYLAR crib. This crib has also been known as the modern platform crib. Locate the blister pack. It should be secured in place and identified with a red ribbon run to a red hardware tag on the outside of the box. Please keep all the inner pack till after the unit is completely assembled to make sure nothing is overlooked in the packaging. Here today we have a good thick rug to protect the floor from the crib assembly. After everything is unpacked and you are ready to begin assembly, identify the crib platform. That will be the first part you start with. Next, you will identify the crib base, which is also known as the mattress support. On it, you see the legally required warnings and an envelope. Open the envelope and take the assembly instructions from it. The AI begins with the legally required warnings and other useful information. Then it goes into a summary that shows all the parts of the unit and the hardware that has been provided to assemble the unit, as well as the tools required to complete assembly. Next, in the AI, we begin the actual assembly. Read the complete assembly instruction packet so that you understand the procedures and the steps required. We need to follow these steps as presented in order to safely assemble the crib. The first step is locate the crib platform and set it in position in the room close to where you intend for it to permanently be. Next, locate the two ends and place them near the crib platform. Notice the 6 holes on the inside of the sides. They are for positioning the crib mattress base when it is installed. Next, locate the 2 sides. Place them where they will be convenient for future assembly to the crib. Open the cells of the hardware blister pack. We'll lay the hardware out where it will be easy to pick up the correct piece when you need it. Look at the crib end. You see that the outside has a notch on the base rail. Assemble the crib ends to the platform using 6 medium bolts, part F, and the hex wrench. This particular crib that we're assembling is a prototype sample. Actual production, you will not be able to look down into it and see the drawers or the inside because there is a plain panel that will keep dust and foreign products from falling into those drawers. While installing these bolts, make sure that you tighten them completely at this step. Next, take the mattress support and attach the 4 brackets, parts I and J, using the hex head bolts, part H. Tighten these completely during the assembly process. Now, do the same thing on the other end. Using the cutout handles in the face of the crib base, carefully lift and place this mattress base into the crib, taking care not to scratch the finish on the ends with the brackets you have just finished installing. You can pull out on the ends to spread them to help prevent causing scratches. Before you put this in position, ask the customer where they want it installed initially. The lowest position, the middle position, or the highest position. When the child is young or newborn, the mattress base might be at the top position to make it easier to access the child in the crib. But as the child grows older and can come to a standing position, the crib base must be lowered all the way to the bottom before they can come to a full standing position on their own. Advise the customer that in order to change the position of the mattress base, they only need to undo the 4 screws that you are tightening at this step and then lower the crib base to the next or the lowest position. The next step is to assemble the side panels to the crib ends. This step we will use the long bolts, part E, and the hex wrench. Looking at the top of the crib, there is a Pottery Barn Kids logo on the teething rail. The teething rail should be able to be read from the outside of the crib. Take care in positioning this not to scratch the ends or other components of the crib. At this point, make sure all the bolts on the crib are fully tightened and secure in place. Make sure that all the drawers function properly. The feet of the platform has levelers that can be run out or run in to adjust the squareness and setup of the case so that the drawers will function properly. This crib comes with 3 drawers. The drawer fronts have 2 colors, so that the drawer front colors can be changed. Pull firmly to get it out because there is a drawer stopper on the bottom. On the inside of the drawer front, there are 4 screws, 2 accessible from here, 2 from the bottom. In order to change the color panel on the front of the drawers, you undo the 4 screws, take off the framework and the panel, reverse the panel and reverse the process, reapplying the framework, panel, and screws. Ask the customer which color they want out as you're setting this up so that you can make sure to set it up with the proper color visible for them. In order to replace the drawer into the case, align the guide on the back of the drawer with the guide in the case. Make sure that it functions properly. The last step is take the assembly instructions, return them to the envelope attached to the crib base and close it. And now the assembly of this crib is complete.